TV with Chris, Dom, and today, Ben with his Psych Time segment. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Are you well?
Well, always.
Yeah, well, you look well.
Aren't you?
Well, today in Psych Time, I want to talk about personality.
Yeah.
But before we get into it, how do you guys describe people? Like, if you just met someone and you're trying to describe that person to someone else.
Yeah.
Dom, what's some of the words that you use?
I generally go on like whether they're nice or not. That's probably the first thing I'll probably be going on.
Nice or not.
That characteristic.
And whether they're loud or not. Like, oh, she's really quiet or she's really loud.
That's good. So we've got nice and loud. I want to talk about the 5 words that psychologists have found that are used across cultures that best describe people. And they are openness, conscientiousness, extraversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism.
Okay.
So these are called the Big 5.
Big 5.
If I was to describe someone as, hey, that person's really open, what are some of the ideas that you'd get about?
Open. Like they talk willingly about anything.
Yeah.
Is that openness?
Yeah, I'd say that's openness.
Like overshare.
What
we do all the time.
And also there's this element of curiosity. They're curious about the world with someone with an open mind.
Okay,
Yeah.
And then we've got conscientiousness. This is someone that kind of plans ahead, always has a plan.
Yeah.
You know, the really impulsive type.
Yeah.
Not very conscientious.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you've got extraversion.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what that is. We've got introversion on one side, extraversion on the other. Then we've got agreeableness. This is the type of person that just kind of agrees with everyone. The person that loves getting in a fight or just loves the argument for the sake of it, kind of like me, not very agreeable.
No.
And then neuroticism. This is the person that tends to get really anxious, worried, worked up about things. Yeah. So these are the 5 best words to use when you're describing someone's character. So I've got a few celebrities.
Yeah.
How would you rate Tom Cruise on openness?
Seems a bit of a closed book. I'd say low.
Yeah, I'd say low.
Yeah.
I think he's kind of got his mind pretty set on Scientology.
Yeah.
Not very open to much else.
Yeah.
And how about conscientiousness?
Ooh.
He's a hard one. I think he might be
that'd be hard.
reasonably conscientious because he needs to plan to be in movies and things. How about extraversion?
Extroverted, very extroverted.
Definitely extroverted.
Yeah,
I mean, he jumps on couches. How about agreeableness?
I think in the media of late, he's become, like, people seem to view him as disagreeable.
Yeah, I'd say disagreeable.
Very, very disagreeable, I'd say. And neurotic. Do you reckon he's neurotic?
I guess it's really hard to tell with actors though, because you never really
neurotic.
get.
If you're someone that's easy to anger,
Okay.
you're high on neuroticism. So I reckon he's probably a bit high on
I'd
neuroticism.
say in that regard, I'd say he's neurotic.
Paris Hilton as well.
Oh, okay,
I reckon she's very open.
Open, yep.
Not very conscientious. She doesn't really plan ahead at all. Very extroverted. Pretty agreeable as well. She doesn't seem to disagree with anything.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And she's not very neurotic, I don't think. She's kind of got a reasonably balanced personality, surprisingly. Michael Jackson, openness.
Oh no, I don't think he's
probably
open. We don't know anything about that.
No.
Strange man.
I think he just locks the doors of his little palace. Conscientious. Doesn't seem very conscientious. He keeps on running out of money.
Yeah.
He does a record, just spends it all. Extroverted. I don't...
No, I'd say not.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a bit of a weird one. It's a bit of a contrast.
I think...
Really quickly, the other 2?
Agreeable, not sure.
Neurotic,
very
Very
high.
much so. Awesome, how interesting. Thank you so much, Ben.
Thank you so much,
We'll see you next
Ben.
week. We'll be back after this.